Hello, can I know your name, please?
My name is Sajila Kabir.
Okay, what should I call you?
You can call me Sajila.
Great. Okay, we'll take a start with our speaking test, and it is part first or your speaking test. Now, my first question to you is: do people in your country ever wear jewelry, such as rings or necklaces?
Yes, of course, that's cultural, and women in my country, it's sort of traditional in my environment, like my mother and women around 40s or 50s. They wear jewelry, especially gold bangles and rings. It's sort of a symbol of happy life. And however, if we talk about young generation, like girls and boys, they also wear jewelry, but they don't wear a lot of flamboyant or very ornamented jewelry.
Okay, and what kind of jewelry do you like and why?
Personally, if you ask me, I really like jewelry which is more delicate and easygoing. Since I'm a student, I really don't like jewelry which is heavily ornamented. It actually disturbs my whole work.
Great. Have you ever bought or received jewelry as a present? Why or why not?
Yes, of course. Last time when I was talking to my sister, she said Swarovski was on sale. So she bought some of the necklaces for me and my mother. And recently my friend also got engaged, so I bought Dimas jewelry for her.
Good. What can jewelry tell us about the person who is wearing it?
I think a lot of things. I mean, from their personality to their mood and the occasion they are going to. Since I honestly feel that if I want to stand out in a crowd, I'll wear a very chunky necklace. So you see, that actually tells you about the mood of a person or how they want to look or stand as.
Okay, great. Now we'll move on to the second part of your speaking test. It is a cue card. I will provide you a cue card. You have 1 minute to plan your cue card and you will have to speak on the topic for 2 minutes. Okay? So, here is your topic and here you can plan your topic. Okay, Sijila, your time starts now. Please start speaking.
Racecourse is the park which is very famous in Lahore and it's located near Jail Road adjacent to McDonald's. I used to visit there since my childhood and all I remember is that it's covered with lush green grass. Also, they have a lot of benches all over the place so that people can actually sit and relax all the time. Moreover, they have food canteens at some certain distance so that people can stop and buy their snacks, and since it's for picnic, so yeah, it helps them with that. Other than that, they have very amazing jogging track all over the area so that people, especially young people, when I go there, in early in the morning, they are jogging and just, it's very refreshing to see them and all of that. Other than that, what I remember is that they have, when I was a kid, they used to have this spring festival in which they had this flower festival which is very famous there. Not only people from my city, but I think foreigners also used to visit that particular festival. It was very refreshing and very enlightening. Talking about other things in the park, unfortunately, I think our current generation is not well aware of the these things, that they're not more into outdoor activities. What I feel is that I feel sorry for them, since I really feel that these parks, and this specifically Racecourse Park, is very informative and refreshing for them. Since my childhood was memorable because of this certain place, it holds a very great memory and everything.
Thank you, Sijila. Now we will move on to the third part of your speaking test. It is a discussion about your cue card. There are certain questions about your cue card and a few other topics. Now, why do governments create national parks or protected areas in their countries?
since they are important for any place, I think they add a lot of value, in a place, because they are mostly used for the purpose of tourism as well as people from all over the city. They're source of income for a government as well.
What are the disadvantages of using large areas of the countryside to make a national park?
I think there are none. I mean, people are more moving towards technological, society being a country which is moving towards more technological, area. I feel that, they're cutting forests and removing all of the other places. I think it's bad.
Are there any benefits for local people when a national park is created in their region?
Yes, of course, it's a very amazing way for recreation. Local people actually enjoy a lot when there's this certain type of leisure place for them. So I think it helps them to grow and to learn.
And how do you think national parks should be funded?
Should be funded. I think a lot of charity or organization that actually support. I think WWF, which actually supports the overall environment of sport animals, or people who are more environmental enthusiasts should actually take part in certain.
What kinds of area do you think need international protection? How important is it to protect these areas?
I think areas which are more natural and they have things that are going extinct. For example, there are a lot of forests which are going extinct. People are cutting down trees, and animals are going extinct. These are the places that.
How easy do you think it is to reach international agreements about protecting some areas?
I think by a strict order in law, one can actually fulfill the requirements and reach the full, as you said, agreements.
Okay. And do you think there will be problems in implementing such agreements, and why?
I think if strict laws are there will be no problem, since it's for a good cause. But yes, other natural calamities or political, hindrance can actually be there. So we cannot say much about it.
Thank you, Snila. It was nice talking to you. You will be provided your results after 13 days of the test. Thank you so much.
Thank you.